Flock up or flock off, not you. You stick around because it's going down. Let's get it, y'all. And you know how we like to do around this time, about this time, at this time. Please like and subscribe. If you about that Fly Eagles Fly, drop a comment in the box if you flying with the flock. Let's fly. It's takeoff time. Do remember, join the Maniac Thing Noti Gang. You hit that bell, you get a bang whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's fly, y'all. Yeah. And you know how we always do. Always. Please, please, please do remember. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes and good ties. If you're not there, I hope this helps you get there because we about to go there. Oh, yeah. And we still in the hole heavy, man. I can't shake this thing, man. This is what happens when you lose the last game of the season. You know, I'm going through acceptance, denial, and all kinds of things, man. Now I'm just stuck in this place like that flocking field, man. I just can't stop thinking about that field. But you know what? We have to move past this. New things. And you know what? I do a little bit of therapy. This is my therapy. You know this. This is the therapy right here. Where all the maniacs come together and just try to cope with what is going on and keep us cool because we're all maniacs in this. You know that, man. What up to the Bird Game? What up, Eagles Nation? What up, all Eagles fans across the world, man? You are here with the craziest of them all. You're probably crazy, too. But you know, when you're crazy, you think you're the craziest. So I don't know. But like I said, this is my therapy. And we're going to get into the flock pots and all that, what we're going to throw in there, chop up and consume as you see fit. You can either eat it up and spit it out. You know how we do. But not just this is my theory. You know, we do a little bit of, what do we call it, retail therapy too, man. I've been wild. I'm so ready for next season already, man. So we're just going to get inside the mind of the maniac real quick a little bit before we go on any further because it's about to be a real crazy day. It's Monday, free agency Monday is going to go down. The day is going to get sick. But anyway, like I said, a little bit of retail therapy. Shout out to Maniac Junior just went back to school yesterday. Maniac, his homeboys blessed us with this hoodie. I had to snatch it up real quick, bro. This is hard. Little retail therapy. So I was like, yo, I need some stuff for next season because you know we're going to be rocking that Kelly Green next season. I copped some tools. I would show those to you right now, but you know what I'm saying? They're all the way back there in the Eagle Cave. You know what I'm saying? And but these just came in. These are fresh. I'm like ODing with the Kelly Green jersey. I'm gonna have way too much stuff. Like, how many Sundays are we gonna rock this? So I'll probably be changing like every quarter during the season of the Kelly Green games because I'm crazy. I'm a maniac. But y'all, check these. These give me such 80s vibes. Like that silvers. Remember we used to rock the green with the silver, the Kelly Green with this. Oh, I have to cop some silver pants for next season, bro. Yes. Going crazy, y'all. I'm going crazy. Look at that. Oh, my God. What? If I could look at the helmet. You see the way that. Oh, my God. I'm so pumped, y'all. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into what we throw into the flock pots. Today, what we got, we all know what went down last week. We got, who is it, your boy? What's going on over here? What's this, man? Let's straighten this out. I'm just moving things around all crazy, you know. Yeah, because, you know, I'm still sitting my ass down, man, because, you know, that last game, like, that was crazy, bro. Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins, him and Xavier Howard with that Dolphins, like, it's going to be a while, but that's outside the nest. Let's get back in here, man. You know how we do. So check it out. We got, who is it? Brandon Graham. Oh, yeah. Super pumped about that. You know, I know a lot of people probably looking at his age. You know, he'll be 35, I believe, in next month? One of them A-ones, whatever. So, boom, Brandon Graham's about to be 35, but he was still one of the top 50 free agents on the market. And we got him back over here, back home, where he needs to be. The only place he should ever play. You know what I mean? Because who remembers? You remember, what is it? Brian Dawkins rocking those Broncos jerseys, man, was a little bit silly. Like, what the flock? It was weird, but we all know, you know, he's an Eagle at heart. He's an Eagle for life. You know, he's back in the organization, which is where I can see this thing going with Brandon Graham. Like, Eagle for life, and then just transitioning into the front office, possibly, maybe even a coaching position. Who knows, man? But I need Brandon Graham with the Eagles for life in some capacity, no matter what it is. Like, I need him, that energy, man. Our leader, one of the biggest plays of all time in Eagles history, man. Just his journey from rookie to vet and possibly Hall of Famer. Get that man a yellow jacket. Is you kidding me? And if he doesn't get a yellow jacket, I don't care. He can rock a green jacket anytime, any day in my mind, because that's how it's going down, man. Yeah, I get hyped. Y'all know how it is. This is one of my favorite Eagles of all time, if not my favorite Eagle of all time. Brandon Graham, like, Yeah, man. Still with our Eagles, and I'm just, hyped about this, man. I'm sorry I didn't get this right before I got out here, man. I'm a little OCD with that. Shout out to anybody with OCD out there. I don't mean to poo-poo or trivialize or anything like that, but yeah, just like, as you can see, yeah. Anyway, so boom, Brandon Graham is back. So in the advent, with that going down, we also have Flock Potts. Cornerback Darius Slay, they've given him a chance to seek a trade, which is wild. Like, I have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I get it. Like, okay, Drew Rosenhaus's agent, of course, wants more money. We've heard Darius Slay multiple occasions that he's about that bag. But he also, he says a lot about Bradbury, and you don't want to keep it. He wants to keep everybody. And I saw somebody put down on Twitter like, yo, do these guys know? Do they even acknowledge that there's a salary cap? And I'm pretty sure they do, but it's not their job to figure that out at the end of the day also. We can't expect them to be players in HR and front office and GMs and all kinds of things. They're players. And if he doesn't say things like he says about Bradbury and the CJGJs of the world and all his teammates, then you have situations like what arose after 2004 with Donovan McNabb and T.O. Donovan McNabb said something about Westbrook getting his money, never, backed up T.O. getting his money, and you just, I mean, at the end of the day, it sounds crazy. It sounds like a lot of lip service, but you have to say it. You have to say it. Otherwise, you look crazy in the locker room, which is what happened, which caused most of the dissension between McNabb and T.O. back in those days, man. Even if it's not your job to figure it out, just know that you want your homie to get his bag. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's not your problem. It's not your fault, but you said it. You put it out there. You put it out there in the public. You being quiet, it's a little crazy. But on that same end, it's just, I mean, no, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth with this, but it's like, dude, you guys, like, come on, Slay. Like, bro, everybody? And if you're going to say that, you gotta restructure this. We've seen it on multiple occasions, and we know how much Lane Johnson means to this organization. He will sit there and restructure that deal time and time and time again. Another guy want to be an Eagle for life forever, but you gotta be able to make some concessions, but I mean, it's just, you can never knock these guys from wanting to get their money, man. You know what I mean? But then, at the end of the day, you have to weigh, the pros and cons. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Do you want to go somewhere where you may not be afforded the opportunity to get to a Super Bowl like you would in Philly, just off of chasing that bag? And that comes down to the man at the end of the day and what you want to do with what you got. So, like I said, once again, I can never knock them, but sometimes you have to question where they really going with this. You know what I mean? So, I want Slay to get his back. I want Slay to stick around. I want, maybe something to come along. I want Slay to restructure. I would love for everyone to restructure. So me, he's talking from a player standpoint. I'm talking from a fan standpoint. I would love for all of these guys to stay. I mean, who do y'all think? Leave down in the comments. Who do you think is our top priority? Who do you think is like who we really, really, really have to bear down? Because we know we can't keep everybody. But who do you think is the one? And I know this is the question that we've been asking time and time again over the last few weeks since the season ended, because we know we're not going to keep everybody. And who is it that you think is the number one guy that we have to keep? And out of everybody's mind, I know everyone's thinking is CJ. Everyone's probably thinking. Everyone knows in their hearts it's CJGJ. But you heard what I said last week, man. I'm with Sayamalo, man. I want to keep that guy so bad. But then you think about Stoutland and how he just turns them out nonstop. So no matter what they grab over there, I believe we will still have a stout, no pun intended, offensive line. Thanks. No matter what, we're going to be good. But Sayamalo, I just think, means so much to that offensive line. That's just my guy. It's just my thoughts. But then, of course, you have guys like CJGJ, Hargrave, Bradbury. The list goes on and on. I was just looking the other day. 3 of the top 5 free agents out there are Eagles. Not to mention, what was it? I believe some crazy number. I heard somebody say it. I don't know. Was it Shane? What's his name? Chase Senior, or I don't know if it was LB or 500, because I'm still trying to keep my ear to the beak. You like that, right? Ear to the streets, and see what everyone's saying about all these free agents going down. You got, my boy Gate City got, just people all in my ear. So many Eagle content creators out there, man. I love them all. Just if I was sitting here to list them all the things that I listen to, all the areas that I traverse, man, we'd be here all day talking about all the other. I mean, I just love this fan base. I love the people out there. I love the people that I see in the stadium, people that I see in the streets, people that I see on YouTube. Anyway, that I'm checking this out, man. I love this Eagle fan, this Eagle Nation, man. It's so dope. Flock up and flock off. I love the flock, man. Yo, stick around because it's going down. You already know. So, I mean, yeah, you see these guys coming along, and what was it, 17, like there's like 22 free agents when you include the special teams guys. It's just so many. And what was, and this might have been ESPN, what, 17 of the top 13, no, 17 was it? 13. I believe it was 13 of the top 100 free agents on PFF, Pro Football Focus, were Eagles. The next closest team was the Chiefs with 7, bro. That's crazy. We should have beat that. Oh, man. Woo. And then, of course, we're going to go back and try to blame it on coaching, man, and all kinds of stuff. I'm still playing the game in my mind. Like, I thought I was past it the next day. And, of course, I'm not going to be past it the next day. Trying to move on through this. And then you come to acceptance and all kinds of craziness. And, you're like, nah, I wasn't the coach. It's just the game is the game, right? But bringing it to coaching, we got, we hired the DC Decide. We're learning more about him. And one of the big things I saw, he had, I believe he had the 3rd ranked pass defense in 21 with the Bears. And he was doing a lot with less because there were a lot of injuries on that 21 Bears team. To be ranked 3rd and passing, I mean, that's amazing. That's what you want in today's NFL. But we have to get back to stopping the run. But he was great at, stopping the pass. I guess you could say 3rd in the league. That's pretty damn good, doing what he did with what he had. Like I said, once again, doing more with less. And that's probably going to be the case this year with our Eagles because we're probably going to lose a big chunk of that defense, a big chunk of starters from that defense, to be more profound. Like it's going to be rough, tough sledding. And Desai's probably the guy for that job. That may be the reason that we went and snatched him up, seeing what he did with that 21 team with not having so much talent, and also basically what the Seattle Seahawks did last year with their defense. They were on top of the top. They were kind of middle of the pack, but they had a lot of rookies on that team, a lot of guys like, that weren't not too many superstars on that defense. So I think that could bode well for us going forward. Not to mention he's a Temple guy. I'm loving that because it seems like whenever we grab these Temple guys, they go crazy. I.e. Hassan, weapon of mass destruction, Hassan Reddick. So that's dope. Keeping these Philly guys coming in here, and then he goes and snatch up another Philly guy from Temple, a dude from Temple. Well, he's kind of been all over the place, linebackers coach that we snatched up. But he spent some time at Temple also, so we got that going on. Still keeping that connectivity thing that Sirianni, one of our Sirianni, Nick Sirianni, our coach, with the thing that he likes to preach. One of our core values is connection, so we got that going in the on the defensive side, in the defensive coaching room, as far as the sign DJ Elliott goes. So that's a good thing. I just hope good things are to come. Because right now we're transitioning from the woe season to now it's like the growth season, but now it's about to be the woe season again because free agency is about to get popping today. Free agency Monday. Things are gonna start rolling in, coming in. So I'm trying to keep my eagle eye raised. Raising my eagle eyebrow. You know how it goes, and just trying to keep abreast of this situation, man. Look at that. You got, who's that? Javon Hargrave as the top free agent. Yeah, then you got Chauncey at 3, James Bradbury at 4, man. Like, we're just going to see Eagles all over this list. It's wild. You got Miles Sanders up there in the top 50. Once again, like I said, Brandon Graham was in the top 50. We snatched him up. And, we're about to see some things going down, man. Who you think is going to be a sneaky pick? Who are we getting, man? I saw Gay City dropping down a few names, guys that I'm not too familiar with. But, guys nonetheless that, could come in and feel they've done their time in this league. A few vets. Howie, I see him making a few savvy moves like he always does, just snatching up some things that other people don't see. Maybe some disgruntled players from other teams, snatch them up, get them over here to Philly on some prove-it deals, Not to mention, like I said before, and I'm seeing a lot of guys poke out, speak on basically the same things because we're all in the same Eagle-verse, And just those compensatory picks can be so big going forward. And if we get this free agent thing moving, like a lot of these guys, like, who you may not want to leave, but if they leave before April 29th, albeit they won't be picks for this draft, they'll be picks for the 24 draft. We could still use them as trade bait and trade value going forward in free agency and in the draft because, we know that we'll have those compensatory picks next year, depending on what happens with these free agents between now and April 29th. So it's a lot of big things coming. This is the part when I start getting excited and start getting rid of all that uck and muck from last season. It wasn't a lot of uck and muck, just that last game sucked. But we're going to be all right, man. I'm trying to get through this, man. Thanks for being there with me. Thanks for being there for us. Thanks for being there for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a few things. So we got 3 of the top 5 free agents. We got Slay seeking that trade. We got into that. Graham sticking around. We're loving that. Few things outside the nest. Like I said, once again, that Xavier Howard and Ramsey combination is going to be crazy over there in the AFC, I believe. Do we play the NFC? We play the AFC East this year. Yes, I do believe. It's going to be rough. We could even be facing a Jets team with Aaron Rodgers. Which had me a little like, at first, but then I thought about it. I'm like, yo, we've been the last few years, we've been doing pretty well against this Aaron Rodgers guy. I believe got 2 wins in a row against this dude. Beat him on 2 Monday night games, I believe, also, which he's usually phenomenal in, which he usually plays phenomenal in. Phenomenal in. Yeah, we spinning over here, yo. It's all good. So we got that going on. So yeah, just facing the AFC East could be rough. Yeah, whatever. And then also you have what happened with the Bears, the big one, the Bears and the Panthers. Panthers trading up to get the first pick from the Bears. The Bears getting I think a lot of people saying, the Bears fleeced them. But I see the benefits for the Panthers also. They're like, dude, you're about to draft a rookie quarterback and you're getting rid of DJ Moore, possibly that rookie quarterback's top target. What are we doing? But how often do we really see the number one pick, the number one overall rookie quarterback going to the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? Like, it's like switch. So they're rebuilding right now. So DJ Moore, sacrifice that you kind of have to make, because then you can see maybe you go snatch up, and there's going to, like all of these guys, do you go and snatch up a vet for this guy? It seems to be the formula like that, which we've perfected, but we've seen other teams do it. You snatch up a great receiver, similar to what we did in 2017 with Carson Wentz and our boy Alshon Jeffrey. Then what we did this year, snatching up A.J. Brown for Jalen Hurts, and they could be doing the same thing. Not to mention, one of the main things that I wanted to touch on is that I believe Reich doesn't get the credit he deserves. I know he's fallen out of favor with a lot of people around the league because of what happened down in Indianapolis, but I believe that was also an organizational thing also. Like, they kept trying to do this retread with vet quarterbacks that it just didn't work after they lost Andrew Luck. Like, what was it? First it was your boy from San Diego, what's his name? Rivers. You're going to snatch up Rivers and try and throw him in and make him something. Then you're going to snatch up Wentz and try to make him something again, which he didn't do too bad with. I'm going to touch on that in a second. Then you go and snatch up Matt Ryan, another, that's more, I believe it was more organizational than personal as far as Reich goes. I don't think you can really put that all on him. Not to mention, once again, you give Reich a young, moldable quarterback, i.e. a Wentz, like he did with Wentz. Not to mention he did it twice. First time around, gets to the Super Bowl, albeit, Carson Wentz got injured, but, let the 2 quarterbacks. But really, it's really the thing is what he did with Wentz. You know what I mean? What he did have that year. Last 2 years he had Wentz. He's got 227 in 7 seasons, 227 touchdown and 7 interception seasons his last 2 years with Reich, albeit they lost that playoff game, which got him shipped up out of Indianapolis. But he still had a 27 and 7 season, so that's combined. The last 2 years under Reich, Carson Wentz had 54 touchdowns, 14 interceptions for what? That's a 4-to-1 TD to interception ratio. That's pretty damn good when you think about it. Albeit the wins, didn't get him over the hump, but I believe if they gave him one more year in that system, Carson Wentz, he knew what to do with Wentz when no one else did. Basically, he never had numbers like that anywhere else in the league, and we could attribute that possibly to the injury, but he did that again after the injury with Reich in Indianapolis. 27 and 7 is nothing to poo-poo. You know what I mean? Nothing, and it's nothing like to frown upon. Like, are you kidding me? 27 and 7, that's pretty damn good. So he does that twice with him, and now you're gonna give him the prospect of possibly gaining a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young. Like, I think there's, I hate that they're in the NFC, and Reich is back over in the NFC, but think there are good things ahead for them, and not to mention it's going to be great for the Bears. And that sucks in the NFC also. What, you're hooking up DJ Moore with the boy down there? What? I stay forgetting his name. You know what I'm talking about. Dude over there running wild over there in Chicago, The fuck is his name? Whatever, we'll get back to that. Maybe not. Who cares? That being said, that could both. So what does that really do for us? I saw Todd McShay just break down what he thinks his top 10 picks would be. He has us snatching up Bijan Robinson at 10, and if you know the Eagles like I know the Eagles, and we all know our damn Eagles, ain't no way. And if they did it, I'd be great with it if we go and snatch a Bijan Robinson to replace, we'll always love Miles Sanders. But when it's time to go, it's time to go. And when you can get another running back for the low, you gotta take that boy, because we're going to pay. We're going to pay Jalen Hurts, Jalen Alexander, the great Hurts. He's definitely getting paid this offseason. So you're gonna have to clear up some space. And running back, you just can't afford to pay a running back this league. I mean, unless you franchise, but with no franchise, is the franchise period over? Is that how it goes? Like, once it's done, it's done. Like, the deadline passed, so it's a wrap. So, yeah, that's how deadlines work, I believe. Right. So, Miles Sanders is more than likely up out of here. We get a Bijan Robinson. That would be dope. But one thing that I did see in Team+FA's mock draft, he had Jalen Carter falling out of the top 10. And if that were to happen, are you kidding me? Jalen Carter sitting there at 10 for this Eagles organization. How we know how they get down, how we get down. Howie get down. Howie busting the stupid dope moves. Howie Potter waving that magic wand. Howie Roseman, executive of the year. Howie Trench Roseman, and Jeff Staban, Laurie. You know how they do. They're going in the trenches. Jalen Carter will get snatched up. Like, you could just put that in permanent black marker, pavement stone, whatever you want to put it in, is going down. If Jalen Carter were to slip to that outside of that 10, are you crazy? So that's just the way I see that going down. Yeah, I'm just hyped about seeing what this defense is going down, man. I can't wait for this Kelly Green next season. I know I'm jumping the gun. And what's going to go down today with free agency, bro? It's about to get stupid. And I can't wait, man. Just wanted to hop in here real quick before things got hot and heavy. Pause, But until next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. Look at the green. Look at the green. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, next season. I'm rocking these before that, bro. Probably rock these today with this. Nah, that's a little rainy and nasty outside. Get the flock out of here. But like I always say around this time, about this time, at this time, to the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. And until then, we got questions. And the questions are loading up again. And big questions is free agency. Free agency. And the draft coming up, of course. What are you going to do when Eagle Mania runs wild on the draft and free agency? And on you, woo! Yeah, we get hyped again. Nigga, get hyped again. We get hyped again, man. Make the maniac hype again. Loving it, man. Having a real good time, but you know how we do. Woo! Play my music, Kingsta. EAGLES. EAGLES.